Hey guys, so I've got a few niche hobbies that I've been wanting to talk about on YouTube for a while, and I'm glad I can finally do that now. Basically, a lot of these things are sort of the older ways of doing things, using older versions of products as they had been used quite a while ago. But for a number of reasons, they fell out of fashion and they became outdated, and there was no real reason to actually use them anymore. And so not many people these days actually know that they are still available. And if they do know that they are still available, they don't really know why one would actually use them. And so I thought I'd go into why you would want to use these things and what kind of benefits you can get. Basically, some examples of these hobbies that I have. Fountain pens are one, mechanical keyboards would be another, and film photography. And yeah, so the reasons, like not all the reasons, but some of the reasons that these things became outdated are because since sort of like mid-20th century, plastic became quite readily available for manufacturers. Labor costs in China went down. It became very easy to just outsource all production to China, and it started driving costs way down, so quantities could be increased, and therefore sales could be increased and profits could be increased. And then also electronics started replacing mechanical functions in all of these things. Well, not all of these things, but I mean some of these things. And yeah, these things were definitely advancements. I can't say that that making something out of plastic so that more people would be able to actually access it is something that's bad. I can't say that making film cameras electronic so that you could actually automatically focus on what you're looking for. I mean, I'm using a digital camera right now to record this video. I can't say that that kind of stuff is actually bad. And I'm also not one of those people who is like, oh, I was born in the wrong generation. I wish I was just born 100 years ago so that I could use things the way they were meant to be used. No, the thing is, like, I feel like there's no better time than now to actually get into these hobbies, because you can really appreciate what went into the original ones, for one thing. And because all of these things are outdated, it's a lot cheaper to get into them. And I mean, they actually are still being made, and they're being made better than ever, in my opinion. But I will go into those in their individual videos. Another thing that I wanted to discuss was the environmental costs for all of these things. Because since the advent of like plastic and mass manufacture, there's no real reason to take care of your stuff. If you have a cheap ballpoint pen and you lose it, you don't care. You're just going to buy another one. It's really, really cheap to get another one, and you didn't really like using the original one anyway. So I mean, it's not a big deal. If your keyboard stops working, you can just buy another one. It costs nothing, and stuff like that. And I'm not going to say that people who do these kinds of things are evil and immoral and stuff. It's just, at this point in time, that's just how we were raised and what we were taught to do and stuff. And it's just the norm. And hopefully I can convince people to try something differently, because it would be better if we would take care of our stuff. And if you get higher quality stuff, you are more likely to take care of it, because you actually spend money on it. You'll keep track of where it is. You'll know where it is at all times, and you're going to want to actually maintain it. And yeah, I'm not saying this is for everyone either. It's difficult to put effort into maintaining your stuff, and especially if you getting into multiple hobbies like this. It's not an easy thing, but you might want to try this stuff. It's a lot of fun. And so in future videos, I'm going to be going over a lot of these hobbies and talking about how you can get into them, what to look for, why you might want to do it, and why the newer version might actually still be better for you rather than the stuff that I'm into. But if there's anything more that I haven't mentioned, just leave it in the comments below and I'll take a look at it and see what I can research and talk about. But basically, some of the hobbies that I want to talk about include, like I said, fountain pens, mechanical keyboards, film photography, loose leaf tea, coffee beans, watches, That's all I can really think of off the top of my head for now. But yeah, if you have any more that you'd like me to look into, please just leave them in the comments and I'll see what I can do. Anyway, thanks so much for watching this, and see you in the next one.